Hey, Lee Main Price here from mainstructor.com, and today what I want to focus on is two fundamentals. And I remember going back a lot of years ago, and I remember coming to the end of a month, and I remember sat looking at the statistics and thinking, I've signed up about 7 students this month, really bad month, and I had no concept of time, where I was putting my time, or any of that. And it really only changed. I remember I got a program from Brian Tracy called How to Master Your Time. This literally transformed my mind from being a person who had no awareness about which activities had the most impact, where I should spend my time. And, typically how this works is, I might have literally been spending, 3-4 days designing a nice little fancy flyer, which of course is completely unproductive and is not going to bring in any of the money. So the two fundamentals, if we want to make running a school really simple and we want to increase our time, because really as a business owner, an employee has the mindset of they base their time on, they base their significance on time and effort, and they get paid. As a business owner, you can put in all the time and effort you want, but if you don't get results, then you aren't getting rewarded for that time and effort. So it's really important that we're able to control our time and understand really where our higher value activities are. So there's only two fundamentals. The first one is, number one, get students. And number two, keep it simple, is keep students. Okay, they're the only two functions where your time should be spent. And obviously it will depend. If you aren't getting enough students, then you're going to need to put more time into that area. Keeping students, again, from there. So what we can look at is the activities within that area. So, keeping students, that might be your class planning. It might be doing your service calls, attendance calls. It might be sending out postcards. It might be doing, ordering your belts. It could be all of these different things that can fall within that area from there. Getting new students, so this might be your marketing, your daily prospecting, planning your campaigns. My writing's a bit dodgy there. So planning your marketing campaigns, literally everything that you can do to get students. What the majority of your time is what I recommend that you do is write a list down of all the activities that you do, that you have to do on a weekly and daily basis. And then go through those and label which is which areas. Then you want to label that as a number 3 activity. So basically that means it's less important. So if you're spending most of your time within that area, then you definitely are going to get the results that you deserve and certainly desire. So what's really important is to break it down simply, is look at where you spend your time. Is it within these 2 areas? And, if you, based on your results, like I did that month when I only got 5 or 6 students, I was then able to look at, right, what was I doing on a daily and a weekly basis to actually get new students? And in all honesty, it probably wasn't a lot, because in terms of designing that flyer that took maybe 2 or 3 days, I could have paid somebody else. I mean, back then, there certainly wasn't the online freelancing and outsourcing that's available now. You can go on Fiverr and you can spend $10 and somebody will design you a flyer. So there's lots of ways that you can save time and become more effective, because how you use your time and how you manage your daily habits is basically how you're going to get paid. And the more effective you are at that, the more income and the more success you're going to be able to generate. So just to recap, the 2 fundamentals: get students, keep them. Make sure that most of your time and your activity is working within these 2 quadrants. Thanks for listening today. If you want some really cool lessons, go to my website, mainstructor.com. There is a whole host of free lessons. Get on my marketing list, get my free lead generating blueprint. I've just got literally tons of stuff, because my job is I want to add as much value to you for free, because I know then a lot of you are going to become customers of mine at some point if I add that value. Okay, so there we go. The 2 fundamentals: get students, keep them.